Patalo fatu Amerika Samoa, ia me se fo I so se paanga le tala le ta ui o lo mai mo mai so se tafa langi, e le ngata I New Zealand, Australia, ma so se tafa langi. E fa pe fo ia la tolo mafuta mai I stete 5 o Amerika, fata si ai ma hau Amerika Samoa. O lau tō ono nei tau pa utau le avitulu ono ia o maua nei avanoa. E whailoa I fo I male au malanga mai Utah. Leo lo tani malo ai lo tātou o tunu o Amerika Samoa I le nei vai aso a o ta pena ai le tau sala la le lei tau sala Amerika mai I le nuu o Utah I Amerika ma o I la tau nei o lo malanga whapitoa mai o wā lawal nei wha moe moe fia wha lo atu o le tai malanga o le awhionga I a Gwendolyn tua I taunu e tanu o ia le o loo taitai mai whainga malanga. Ma o te manatu o se awa no ma se lao le leile nei. O le atu I te maita I la le lei nei. E le ngata o la le lei o le a tau vae whai masui o Samoa o malawa I le ngata o Utah. Au le a tau umai aso Samoa I stete I 50 o le United States. O se mita mtanga ho I lea ua mwhai nei tau sanga. Ona iai se sui o alo matama whanau Samoa ma Amerika Samoa o lo o tu vai atu nu e mamau. E pei o le United States. O mwhai ona malanga mai e tau wā I le Miss American Samoa 2025. Tātou te lei lopo o wheo ta oto I elwhiri ngā le tua ma ngā ruenga whamasino I le whai unga le vai aso. E tātou talo I le tua o le a iai se lao le e tau wā ai le neita mai tai. Staimi o nou tō whaafonga le I lona swafa ma le whaalau loa I na foi. Ao na fo ua iei a whaalau I loa o mai au nou tō sitisila I whaalau I loa I lunga o penga te whaailangi whapea foi le tautua nisi vaenga whaasalau I le tunu. O se awa no le foi. O le au tō sila iai. Ma pālota mai ei loa whai mai ei loa le tātou pālota. E vote mo le tamaitai le nei. Ai mai se o tau Samoa o lo alala I so se stete o Amerika. Awa no lei lau o whionga te tei malanga, Gwendolyn tua I tanu. Whaia sau noa ngai whawheloa ai ia le tātou au whia mai mo mai. Mai whaelo atu nei whatatau noanga. Ia o le awha o ngaina ngana e lua. No nisi fo I whanau nei ua mwhai o na malanga mai. Ia e leo ato toa I aila tātou ngana. Ma o le awha o ngaina le ngana Peritania. E whaasoa ai o lātou langona I nei wha moe moe. Gwendolyn?
Malolava, thank you so much, Dr. Simon Leavanoa. Thank you so much for having us here today. My name is Gwendolyn Twaitanu. My family hails from the villages of Nu'uli, from America Samoa, and Manua, and also my father is from Salt Lake Moa, and Eva, and Fa'ala Savai.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Brooklyn Toilupe. My family comes from the villages of Malie, Leone, and Ta'u in Samoa. I am 18 years old and I just graduated high school last year. And I was born and raised in Provo, Utah. Thank you.
Talofa lava o lo uingoa o Savannah Selala Elizabeth Samasea. O te sau mai vai lua no fuali'i, vai moso, fasito o tai, ma vai lele, solo and Eva. I'm 23 years old. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I moved to Utah, where I now reside, and I'm very thankful to be here. So thank you for the opportunity.
My name is Faith Hill. My family comes from Tonga Fuafua, Asau, and Malia. I'm 20 years old, and I'm also very glad to be here. Thank you.
Whakataimula avinoa o lo ingoa o katiwina liuliu matapula. O lo kumasa o mai sila ilua ma ngā kai vai savai. Vai lo ki ngasa o mai palauli vai komuli ma lano savai.
You're from the Matapula family?
Yes.
We'll talk story later. Go ahead.
Lava. My name's Sa'olo Vavalpitham. My family's also come from the same villages as Faith, from Malia, Asau, and Tonga and Apia.
Talofa o lo'ingoa o Nu'uatoe, wa'o le tausala o Amerika, Isafuluiwa o Tausanga, Ma'alo'o Langalanguina o the Nafanua Foundation, and my platform is Service to Music, and I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you.
Tara Falava, so I form manuia le alofunga lenga leo le atua. Yo lo wingoa o Anastasia Pangastar Maiai. E luas fulu ono neo tau sanga. Yo te sau mai ala la fanga o Moa, ala mangoto, vai teleuta, fasto uta. Pabia foi sai pipi, ia ma sale longa savai. Ia o le former Miss Tausala America, ia e fia lava le anganga maloto o lo fatasi mai fo I mato au malanga ia e whapea fo I le mato Tausala o America o lo saunga te fo I tau wawa le su eina o se Tausala America Samoa ia tai lava mo le avanoa.
Perfect. Before we dive into the logical of our discussion tonight in terms of explaining the purpose of your foundation, let's talk about yourself. I heard you were a former Miss Samoa, migrate to the U.S. and live in Utah. Tell us your story.
Yes. So like I said, my parents are from Samoa. They met and married. Then they moved to Hawaii. And I was born in Hawaii, in Kahuku, Hawaii. Stayed there for a few years, and our family migrated to Utah, where I was raised most of my life. We have a strong Samoan community there, and so I was raised with dancing and singing Samoan, raised culturally in that aspect, but not so much the language portion, as you can see. The opportunity came to run for the Miss Samoa USA they had, where a lot of girls from all over the nation, from different states, Hawaii, Washington, Arizona. There were 11 girls. We all ran, and I won as the Miss Samoa USA. They took me straight to Samoa, where I ran against, I believe 11 or 9 to 11, or I don't remember, where
In 2008.
In 2008. So I ran in Samoa. That was my second time being in Samoa. Wonderful experience. I won there. Then I came back here to American Samoa for the Miss South Pacific pageant, where I ran against
The same year, 2028.
Yes,
I mean,
the same year,
2008.
The same year
Mm.
I ran against. So 3 pageants in 1 year. And I placed first runner-up. It was Miss Niue, a beautiful girl who won. And so years after, I stayed in Samoa for 2 years after, serving the people, and then the tourism asked me to stay for another year to work for the tourism, where I lived in China for a few months, working the trade expo and also helping our country with the trade and tourism there, and then came home, got married, had a family, and got lost in my family, and last year is when we actually decided to bring it back up again. I looked at my children and I felt, we need to have the culture alive again, and that's why we have all these beautiful women here who are representing our states.
Let's talk about the Nafanua Foundation. Please tell us about the trip and what is your role in this organization?
Yes, so I'm a board member of the Nafanua Foundation and director of the Nafanua Leadership Fellows program, which is a leadership program for girls 18 to 26 years of age, and it's designed to set them up in different career fields for success. They spend 12 weeks honing in on a project idea, and along the way we introduce different leadership concepts alongside cultural concepts. So they learn how to ka'ilasua, and then they learn how to write a gap analysis. They learn the ava ceremony, and then they learn public speaking. And so we pair skills that will help them to be successful as leaders in the U.S. but we also ground them in the culture that ties them and brings them back to American Samoa and to Samoa.
Mm. So, what is the Nafanua Foundation's the focus, the group that you guys are focusing on?
Our focus is to raise our young women to be leaders in their communities. So we provide them with the skills and the mentors that are professional in those areas or focuses of expertise to help educate them and empower them to be leaders. And so that's why in Utah during this 12-week program, they not only were educated in the cultural aspect and the heritage and values, but they were also educated on leadership skills and how they can actually gather a group. If you reach out to different people of a certain organization and partner with them, you too can partner and collaborate to make something bigger, which is what they all did here in Samoa. They each found a partner here that has an organization that focuses on their focus that they wanted to carry out, and that's why we're here, is they're carrying out their projects with those partners that are local.
Seems like this trip is particularly for you girls, not only for 4 of you, but also a way for the Nafanua Foundation to bring you down here to escort the contestant. Tell us about your experience, girls.
Our experience so far here in Lika,
Yes,
Samoa.
yes.
It's been absolutely wonderful. We've had a blast getting to know each other. Like you said, escorting our Miss Tausala America here and supporting her. It's a really wonderful crossover that we get to have for both programs, not only just as a Nafanua Foundation, just as a whole, but we have Miss Tausala America supporting us and coming to each of our projects when she's able to, and then also going to support her in the Masi activities as well when we can. And it's been such a wonderful trip to see each other grow. I know I'm speaking for myself, I don't know about anyone else, but I've had a pleasure and an opportunity to watch each and every one of these girls grow from the time we first met about 13 weeks ago to now here doing our service projects in the communities. And I can assure you that each one of these ladies has grown so much in the last week, and I'm so very proud of them, and it's just been an amazing opportunity.
Have you met any local partner yet?
Yes, so actually mine was the first project. So my project was about bringing autism awareness and sensory processing as well. So
Fantastic.
I partnered up with Leo Oainga, and my partner was Ipu, and unfortunately I can't.
Ipu Avengadio.
Yes.
Perfect.
And I absolutely love her. She was such a fantastic person to work with. And I got to, I believe it was the second day we came here. I believe it was a Tuesday or Wednesday that we became fluent. Next day was my project, and I got to do a presentation and also present them with these baggies of sensory toys, so that the parents of the child with autism could be able to give it to them, to play, to help them be aware of how to calm them. And it was a fantastic time. I had multiple parents come up to me and to thank me for coming, to introducing the topic to them, and to bringing the toys as well. And I've just been told actually by my director that there was parents that were posting it actually on Facebook of them giving the baggies that I had made for them to their child, and their child just immediately ripped open, and just all different textured things, whether it was scarves or spiky balls, just anything. Hopefully it had catered to every child's needs, and it was really awesome that she got to tell me that and see them just light up from these toys. So it's been an absolute blessing, and even to meet the parents as well was an absolute blessing.
You're such a good speaker.
Thank you.
I hope in the future you start prepping yourself to apply for the Fox News
A Fox News
television network.
I will consider
How
that.
about you? What have you learned so far? And your project?
Yeah, So my project was today, and I got to do it, or I chose to do my project on anxiety disorder and to spread awareness on anxiety disorder. So I had the people split up into 2 groups.
So who were the local partners?
Oh yeah, my
here?
local partners were Tautua Mental Health and Epic. And so at the project we split up into 2 groups. One of the facilitators taught, or I guess led a discussion on anxiety and coping mechanisms for anxiety, and then the other group was on social media and how it affects your mental health. And yeah, I think it was really good. We had a good turnout.
How about you?
So my project actually takes place tomorrow, June 4th, yes. So my project is geared towards bringing communication tools towards mothers and daughters in regards to mental health, because I know that especially in my own relationship with my mother, there's been a difficulty in us understanding each other in the way I would like to be understood and the way she would like to be understood. So me and my mentor, her name is Taso Mulitalo, sorry. She's helping me facilitate with Tautua Mental Health at the DIWA, and we're going to break out sessions and hopefully learn new and better ways to communicate, and I'm hopefully going to give them tools that they can use in their everyday life. I feel like one thing I have learned through this program is that you kind of have to roll with the punches, and that not everything is going to go exactly how you plan it, and to really just be able to adapt to every situation, because Lord knows what we've been through with this program. So you kind of just got to go with what you got.
I think I'll hold this question until the end of your visit, but let me just go ahead and ask it. Are you planning to come back next year?
Yes.
If it's in the budget, I would love to. I would love to be
That's
back
the
here.
good answer. That's the good answer.
But if I'm being realistic, maybe not next year, but I would love to plan a trip in the future.
Thank you. Wakoluka ko nga sa mga Pilipinas. Can you say something in Samoa? Ano kaya Samoa ba yung ng Samoa?
So, okay, by English.
Go ahead.
So my project was on Soifo Maloloina, and it's health and wellness for women. I chose that because I knew that women are a big part of the community, and I just wanted them to stay active in everything that they do. I partnered up with CrossFit. I partnered up with FunkFit and Tutuila Green, and then we had a pediatrician come in and talk to us about the things that would help benefit our health by what we eat. I guess my goal for my project was to kind of lower the rates of obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. And something that I learned is that everyone's capable of changing.
Malo, manei fa moi. Fa sa no ngai le il fenga malanga male malo awai mai fo il proketire o lo nga lue e te mai tene.
Ia fa malulu atu. O au ka mu ngai mai. Sa o mai uta ia o wafe I koru I moa ia. Wale fai fe awal mako ainga waleva nga o ka pau. Waleva nga o serve e tautua le tairo leo le Miss Tausala America. Ia le ala fa o kwa fai mai lolo ki ngā kama. Ia walava nga fe au. Ai sau ina alu. Ia le ala o tau no mai o ka. I am so proud. I te maitai po o taitai po le lale leo America Samoa mai Utah. I lato polo keki po o maluenga fo I ua mawhai ona lato whaia. Wai e la iki a ila mako e la iki lava. Ai wova ai atu I le suinga ia I lato e ala le lako ka ingo po kalame ai mese fo I o le lato ngalue whaatasi ma lato mentor. Leo mawhai ona taitai nai lato I nei mawhai o no o mai Samoa. Ia puala I o le te maitai alu whailanga po kalame, a wā lava le service po le au nanga I le tātou atunu o Samoa. Yeah, ole, so far that's, you know, my experience so far in American Samoa, and also sa o whanau I America Samoa.
Good.
E olo o langa atu o I upolu I Moa. Ia le wo no fo mau nei Utah. Ia a wā lava se tausinga ma se ai o le mātou a inga. You know, ia mole le susuma le meli le masangi o whai le kala ka te o I whafu. Ia le whangalia, ia. E leo e kawhi ale susuma le meli kai uma. O I susuma le hani, ia ngani.
O whalongo sa lena la vea mai lau sau noanga. Sa whiwhiria oe I le mai manu malo I le ulua I Pageant na le Nafanua Foundation le sao lea. I le tausanga o mawai. Whai sau noanga I le experience na wa e la taimi sa mwhai ona e tau avei nai le pūlou o le apo I le tuinga o le tausanga America la I tausanga o mawai. Tell us about that experience from last year. And what have you passed on to the new contestant, the future contestants for the Miss American Samoa this year?
La'o experience, la'o journey as the first, it was not easy. You know, there was a lot of challenges. O mako ma fo'ile, pe wa ole nga malo fa pe fele komiki o na ku kai mi mua fo'ile o lo o tama fai nei por kalame. A wa lava ia tama itai e learn fa Samoa, learn le anga Ia, kele o kai ole over ai o kire I anu e kau va as a Miss Tausala. Pe over ai Miss USA, Miss Samoa. Whaingofie. Lo mafau fa ngā o lakua, sau fai, sa lofa, malo, ia tō whasai fua. Ia ele ai, ele whaingofie, kele o kai mi e kauanga e ready. Ia ele o taimi umai ka ke ready ai.
Mani.
Ia, o sa o whasoa la ile tamaitai o whamanu ina. Be yourself. Be authentic.
Excellent.
And I know it's hard to be that way when you are a title holder. And I know that Gwendolyn Twaitano understands and knows that really well. And so many times I just want to sit like this. Pailiai kau lava tamaitai e loi lana tu, lana anga, lana savali ma lana tautala. Ia pe o awala o mai o le por kalame le Miss Tausala America ai whaapea fo ile Nafanua Fellows or Leadership Fellows. E so soane I mātou ia le ngofo I whafo wai ka keola I whafo. Ia a makankau ngalo atu al kako wanganu ai mai se lava le ngana pe o la o le mea la nga o manga o ke e afoi. E advocate ai pe whasoa e afoi e whaingi por kalame e awa o I whasamoa. Kele kako generation we whakoli lo whasa mo. So, ola experience ke mi kele o ka whesilingia po le ale meo pe o au ngale nei por kalame ia te au. O ngā fo o le por kalame mua lea as a Miss Tausala. Ia le ise totongi. Awa, walu I America. Ia, inga lue ma tausi matu a inga. So le mea whinga kala ngā sa o Fita ia I maa o le lava se leni, e kongi e pili o le mea o au mawai America. Ia whapea foi le tausina o mātou a inga. Ai, I le umanga ai o la o rain, sa grounded lava au pēna toi whaamanatu mai ina I o mātua. Ia whapea foi le mātou taitai. This is all part of it. You know, as being a title holder, you know, it comes with challenges. It comes with growth, and it's your service. And when it's a service, o lau tautua maliloto atua, be tina, be whaingata, whamalosi. Ia lau reina atoanga, ai o se tala fo I o te mana ai whasoa fo I nei tamaitai po ai lava lo mai mo mai. O le au ngā fo I o le avea o Tausala America, sa te le lava li taimi e mate mafuta I maleali. You know, o ke whaamoemoe le ali I ka kalo I kami uma. Wai, e fo I kaimi le malama lama, le malama o mātua, le malama lo a inga, I le mea lau te iai, ngā ia whapea, ia, lai alu nge whawhenga, kausi kako a inga, ia, ai, ona tato leo, e leo wa ai I luma, tato leo auti I tilo ana I luma I le generation e sau, ia po le whanau whelo sau, e au ngā, E mo ia taimi nei le o mawani tupe, ai ole, it's another way of us to serve. You know, it's another way of us to serve, and it's to help me to become a young leader as well. Now I'm able to speak, you know, my voice, very humbly, you know. So that was Miss Tausala America has helped me, and also the Nafanua Leadership Fellows has helped me to be confident, to be who I am, to not be afraid to speak, you know, because I know coming from Samoa, au ke pisa, au kaukala, au fia poko. Ai ka kia luaku o Utah, o ese for Utah, o Utah, yo po America, so my speak your mind. You have a voice. So, ke leing ole se senga, but being in this program and being mentored, and these are my beautiful mentors, Gwendolyn Twaitano and also Sarah Beetham. You have a voice, you know, you can speak your mind, but as a Tamatai Samoa, you speak with love, you know. Speak with love, respect. Ina ia sauma ului le whamtalanga po se te au le tau avatu e whanau. Ia la u experience atona ia kele a story. Ia la uti taimi koe ko kele mako o lo fia whasoa I la te kotalanga. Ia se talana mai la wau ia journey as a Miss Tausala America.
Ka tau ia le ngō lea na whanua I ko wharapoto. I believe you are the contestant number 2. Contestant number 2. Tell us about your experience so far.
Well, first off, I love what you said. You said escort, and I would like to say service. Because escort cannot amount to what me and my sisters are here to do. And because although I'm so happy and grateful to run for a pageant and be on such a stage, it is not always about what is on the stage, and it is about what is happening behind closed doors. And I feel like that is what all of these women are doing. They are planting seeds, they are serving, and yeah, rather than escort, we are here to support each other. And it's just as important, and if not more, than the pageant. Because even though I'm running, there's always times where I'm like, oh, I wish I was with the girls. I wish I was doing the Nafanua stuff. I can't wait for next year to be on the Nafanua. Because as a one person, I have one platform. As 5 females, it's 5 platforms. So that is like times 5, times that. And so I think it's just beautiful. The Nafanua Foundation alone is just as important, if not more, than a pageant, because there's always something more beyond the pageant. But my experience so far with Masi has been so exciting and so busy. I'm learning more Samoan, because coming from the States and being a daughter of the diaspora, you don't always know Samoan. And so I'm learning and I'm experiencing. I'm meeting a lot of new people. One of my favorite new people I've met so far is Leata Hunt. She shared with me her experience as a former Miss. So taking and learning from so many former Misses around me is just beautiful. And to share the empowerment with all 7 of my pageant sisters, as well as the reigning Miss, it has been such a blessing.
I didn't know this is how big your load is. Looking at the local contestants, they only participate to represent the companies that's sponsoring them. But learning tonight during this talk show and interview, I just found out you carry 5 programs on your shoulders. And that's a good thing. And my question is, how big is the grant you guys are operating from?
No, it's not big, but I just wanted to say that's why we're so grateful for sponsors, for people that really believe in what we're doing. Because if the people don't believe in in the future generation, then how can we, you know, lift this off the ground? So it's people like you know, that has allowed us to be here.
I went through your website. I went through your social media activities on your page, and I found out you speak highly of the women's in leadership, and you name the foundation Nafanua. What scares me, it's like your foundation is weaponizing the women to go against the world and against men. Tell us, what is the real motive behind the name Nafanua? Tell us, what have you learned, and why your group of and your foundation chose Nafanua
That's a great
as the
question.
name? I know she's a great warrior.
She is a great warrior. I know a lot of us, I think when we first jump-started the Nafanua Foundation with all the ladies, that was the very first thing that we taught them, was the story of Nafanua. And granted, she does have a very big story with a lot of, you know, ups and downs in her stories. We only take what she was truly known for, and that was her taking care of lifting her village and giving back what she received, which is the titles, you know, which is the blessings of her serving and helping her people come out of the slump that they were in, and then having the village flourish because of it. So it's not to weaponize at all. I mean, we definitely love our you know, Samoa. You know, we work hand in hand. We do our part. Our tamatoa. Sorry. We work hand in hand. You know, and it's more so to empower our young women to know what we're able to do to provide for our villages, for our community. So not at all to weaponize. I don't know if my sister over here has input.
Mrs. Piffin, can you, can you share some of the success events within the Nafanua Foundation so far, since you guys established this foundation?
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of success in their growth personally, but also I think we found success connecting with the work that's already happening. And I think a lot of the projects, what we're seeing is that our presence here and working together with local organizations is something that has been a long time coming. Every time we connect with a new partner, they're always saying, I've been waiting to connect with someone in the States, or I've been waiting to share what we're doing with American Samoa. And so in a lot of the projects, they didn't know that Leo Oainga existed. They didn't know that Funk Fit Gym existed, or Tautua Mental Health services. And so I think that has been the biggest success, is just seeing their growth as leaders, but also seeing the energy that it's creating in the community to get involved, to get active, to move, to participate in their children's education, to be active in their children's mental health. And so we obviously are encouraging these young people to step into these roles, but there are so many heroes already here doing the hard work of advocating. And yes, we've found some funding, but one of our other goals is to bring visibility, and that comes with bringing funding as well to all these amazing programs that are already doing the hard work here.
I hope our Samoan community residing in Utah appreciate this coalition or this foundation you guys are working on, and continue to support you guys in any other way to make this program going further and further for our young ones, especially the women. So I think we come to the conclusion of our conversation tonight. Any last words, girls? Do you have anything
Oh.
to say to your local families, your partners?
Oh, yes. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you to my family. Hi, Mom. But also, I think, back to your last question, something I learned
Go ahead. Go ahead.
was that I heard that not a lot of like Samoans in the States come back to American Samoa or Samoa to help and serve. But yeah, that's something that I learned, is that not a lot of people in the state, not a lot of Samoans in the States come back and to serve and to give back to the community. And so that's why a lot of our partners are always like nothing but grateful for us and for coming here. But yeah.
I would like to add, I think that I'm very grateful for the experience to be here. But my biggest thing is with mental health and other issues that American Samoa is going through, I think the biggest thing is to start those conversations, the hard conversations, just because you never know what's going on and you never know who's going through the hardest thing. And the biggest thing you can do is to be that community that we are known to be. And I feel like, especially with, because my program is on conversations, and the biggest thing I can say is having those hard conversations are worth it at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, you never really know what those hard conversations, what the outcome could be. You never know. It could be negative. It could be the worst thing that you could ever do, but it could also push you forward, and it could also make a difference in someone's
true.
life.
Thank you. How about you? Do you have any final words
Yes,
for our viewers tonight?
yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you to Leo Oainga for the partnership. I've learned so much from them, and I hope that in the future I can connect with them again and to work with them. Also, shout out to Peaches, aka CHS. I also was invited on their podcast as well, so I was very excited. And through this Nafanua leadership program, got to make wonderful connections that I hope would last a lifetime, and that I can connect with them again when I come back to American Samoa. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm very proud and very happy that I signed up for this program. So if you guys want to learn more, look up nafanuafoundation.org and follow us on social media, and we'd love to hear your stories, and we'd love to reach out and make new connections. So thank you all very much.
I'd just like to give a big shout out to FunFit and to Tuila Green for being my sponsors in this. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my family as well back in California, and my brother and sister in Australia. But I also would like to give thanks to you for the opportunity to be able to be
You're
part of your podcast.
Drug problem in American Samoa and Samoa is on the rise. Nafanua Foundation, my question and my final question, are you guys planning to implement or include that program in your future lineup of services? Because we need help.
Absolutely. That's actually Anastasia's, that's her program. I don't know if she had a chance to discuss her program, but that's who we plan on doing. I'll give it to you.
So can you talk to me about this program?
Yes. Yo La'upor Kalame, or my project is Mentorship Forum. It's going to be a meeting with invited people, which is the leaders of American Samoa that are here. And we want to share the experience that we're having right now, because we want American Samoa to also have a leadership, it might be a different name, right? A leadership program where they can guide and help the youth of Samoa when it comes to different issues that or challenges that we're going through. for example, like drugs, po whala au whasaina. Ie le ko i sisi wale i loa, e o whelo koe fo I mai ngai Samoa ia. Ke le lava a inga o lo o whaamakala pēr ia stories, me o lo kukupo, o lo o iei I tangata o mali li wai, onga o le, ona o nei whaafita auli. E le alanga upo te manatua pēr, malu I whali, e malu fo I whali.
Mali.
Po fea foi la ma ki o mai mai ai, pe ma ki o sen mai ni fia milionga, e ka ofi ai le, whaafika au le ai, e le mawhai. Le mawhai. O ngai se e hamaka mai kong aina. So le, e se fe au, po se te talo, au ke kaliko, nga o le ali na te mawhai na sui le tangata, na o le ali. Paulo o malamla anga po la ua, fu ia taitonunga, o ka kokakalo. Kakalo whakasi, and also for us to speak up, and I know a lot of people are scared to speak up about drug abuse, just knowing from watching movies, when someone is going to say something about who's selling, who's doing this, we all know what happens to that person. So it's also scary, and that's the reality of it, it's scary. Once one person's going to speak about, oh yeah, ole ainga le whaakawa ia, wala whasa aina, but hopefully we'll find a way, to come and serve our community. And also when we connect with our partner, which is the American Samoa Council Arts, so we can talk and see if there's another way, Poani awala me whaiona tātou, a vea nei por kalame me whaiona sosani a ina taitasi, e toi whaamanatu, ia po waile whaamoa, which is ole atua. Samoa was founded on God, and I believe that right now, with a lot of things going on, what's happening outside, it's also affecting us. Mo tupe, ona fo le vaile uti sailing, ole awala le vaving sa wet kupe e kausil inga. Pe awala fo ilanga. So hopefully we'll find a way when we come back, but I believe the answer is within Samoa.
Within the families.
Within the families. O mātua, ia toi amai po sao kilo mauilo, o kilo ilo po whai asai inu inge Amerika Samoa. Whai ngā lotu, mea kako māsangi mei la aso. Ia o kemi whainga lotu le a inga, I whai a kanoanga. And they can also share about mental health, which is another topic that we are not really open to, especially when it comes to us, because it's always just the children to sit, listen, but nowadays time have changed, and we also need that change. We also need to hear our children, what they're going through. So that's the aim that we're aiming for, that when we leave, and hopefully if you are watching us, all the leaders are going to be there to establish, a leadership or whatever group that it's going to be, so that you can serve not just your ainga, but all the youth of Samoa. Tatou tala noa mea yo ka o whala au whasaina, poangi au wala if so sane ainga, ia po afu inisi be tala noa ina fo ponani au wala so sane le au talvo.
Awal mama yo mai kalamo, share the information.
Share the information. Awale ile fefe. Awale fefe e a maingi manatu. Be au whainge I whape, aonge I whape whanga le open up for ise manatu se tasi. So that is is my project.
So no, you're a board member. Do you have any last words for our viewers?
I just had a thought as you asked our director about the name Nafanua.
Yes, please.
And one of the beautiful things that I've learned about Nafanua is in her name. It can also be translated as the lands. And I think bringing our young people to their homeland brings so much power into their lives. We've spent time in the ocean. They've gone fishing. They've spent time on the land. And I think there's something so powerful about bringing young people from the diaspora to their homelands, whether that be Samoa or American Samoa. So I just wanted to leave that thought with you, Also, as part of her story, it was never about weaponizing against men. Right? Her story was always.
I was just kidding.
I know, but I've been thinking about that because that can be one perception of our work, and I just wanted to be clear about her story. Nafanua's story was never to divide; it was always to unite. And so, her holding all of the titles of the land, her spending time in Pulotu with the ancestors, and being called up to Falealupo to defend and advocate for her people. That's exactly what we're doing here. And so what better name to unite young women with their homeland than under the name of Nafanua. And so I wanted to share that there's so much power in that, and to also thank you as a man for making space for so many women. I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate your patience because we are late everywhere we go. And I love that we were able to spend time with you tonight and make time to share our thoughts with our community here. So thank you so much.
Chairwoman of the Nafanua Foundation. Yeah. O te mine o lau saunanga whai ua tātou por kalame. Ia ona te role I lau tau sketo le fiafi. Ia te le mana o e tau fiafi umi o tau. Ia o lo iei nei a inga o lo o whatari mai. Please, this is the final opportunity for you as president or chairperson of the Nafanua Foundation to say your goodbye to all the viewers out there, and also especially to your partners and sponsors.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to greet the new group of women to come down next year, 2026,
Yes.
to defend the title.
Samoa. I know. Well, yes, like I said again, thank you again for a wonderful conversation and a discussion and allowing us to present who we are. Again, this is the first time we've sat down with anyone. We've just pretty much shown through our works who we are, and now that we're ending with our last two service, now we can sit down and talk a little bit more about what we do. So thank you for granting us that time. I wanted to obviously give a big shout out to our sponsors. We have in Utah, we have quite a few. We have Utah Humanities. We have Pacifica Foods, where we actually studied for the past 15 weeks at their venue. We have, am I forgetting anyone? I think Utah Humanities is the main one. Oh, and sorry, Utah, UNP, Utah Neighborhood Partners, who's also a diamond sponsor for us. They sponsored a lot of the things that we're using today in our hotel. And we also have partners here locally. We have TBAS, Territorial Bank of American Samoa, who we just visited, and they gave us a check today. We also have their partners. We have EPIC, we have Tautua, we have Bishop Toilupe, we have Leo Ainga, Dr. Ipu, we have FunFit and Claude, and we have Arts Council and Amen Fepuniai. We have Masi and Melfo Imo and her committee. So many people that we've met here and that we've developed a relationship, and we're so excited to continue the partnership and the collaboration in the coming years. We do have registration opening up. I'm not sure when we get back, we'll figure that out. But we're looking forward to all the service that we'll be rendering in the coming year. So, and I forgot to thank you, Tonkaman, for providing our transportation. We appreciate you. We enjoy it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So again, without any of these partners, and also Tradewinds, this beautiful hotel that we've been enjoying their breakfast every morning, and just the beautiful view. So it's been wonderful to be here, and yeah, thank you again, and we look forward to the new year of fun and excitement.
Contestant number 2, Miss Tausala America. Are you ready for the show this Friday?
Yes, I'm so excited. And a special shout out to my team back home, Afalu, RLCC, HRH, Moana, PJ Anamua, and Jalen Tabita. Am I missing anyone? No.
The local designer. I saw some
Rimani
publicity about the local
Rimani
Politasi and
ILYS Clothing Boutique, Erda, Lala, and Michelle, and my mom and dad, and God, because God is so good and all the time.
God is good.
And shout out to Aaron.
Lawaki Films.
Yes.
He's the one that's been doing a lot of our films. So.
yeah, Americ Samoa, I miss it voice of Samoa, lo mai mo mai so stuff lang. Ole unga na ole whatatanoanga ma I lato nei, le whiunga ia Gwendolyn Tuaitanu, ia whapea fo'i le lato tima atoa lava pe o le whaalau no atu stemu sola, o temi nei, o le umai al tatanoanga, o le mātou talo I le tua ia whamanuia, ma tala fulu o le alofa o le atua I lau whiunga, I le taitei malanga, ia mese fo'i o le au malanga atoa, sau se teimi e toe whafo'i o tau I o tau ainga o lo tau whale mau mai o tau ainga I o tā, ia le anga leo le atua I mea uma e tau te uia, ma whamanuia o tau ia sa uma o lo o tau nopia I Amerika Samoa nei. Mori fwoi whaftaitele lava e lau whiunga awa mua Dave Halleck, o le pule o le Nathan Malo, le Tradewinds Hotel, mo le whaavanoina o le lobby po le nofonga nei, e al watu sao ai le mātou whaasaralonga I le fiafi. Me le Amerika Samoa malau whaafonga mai, ia me se hoi so Samoa I tawhai fio laulangi, o le unga nāu tātou porkalama. Lau tau au auna nei, tau pau, tau I le awe tolu ono, mo le tala le tau I, tō whaasai fo.